You work in a 9 to 5, and you work in a 9 to 5 for, say, 20, 30 years, and you'll get a pay rise within that time period, which isn't a lot.
No.
But people don't want to put that work effort into building something themselves and see the return of investment a lot more than that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot more than that. But it all comes down to having the right mindset, surrounding yourself with the right people, changing your habits and stuff like that. Just understanding business in the whole, I think, and understanding money as well.
Particularly, I really like the workshop events.
Yeah,
because that's very hands-on.
They're more productive, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very. But it's also, there's an element of networking there. But there's also, you've got your product, and we're going to take you through how to get your content. You know, for the ultimate goal, which is marketing and selling the product.
Yeah.
And I really do like that, because you can see the people's brains, and they're learning and they're training, and they've got all these ideas coming out. Those events hold us like a special place in my heart. They really do.
Accountability is so big. Like, you know, you need to be accountable. Like, if you're not getting the results that you want, why are you not getting the results?
Exactly.
Like, if you look at other people that are really successful, like, what do they do on a daily basis? You know, are they accountable for themselves? You know? And I use that a lot myself as well. Accountability. Like, if I'm not getting results on something, or if I'm not getting results from an online store that I've got, what's the reason? There's no point in me blaming other people for it. There's something that I'm doing within the business that isn't getting me the results. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, all good. In this podcast, we're going to talk about mindset. I think mindset is vital when you're coming into business, online business, any sort of business, or if you want to, you know, transition from like 9 to 5, work online, whatever it is. I think it's super important. I think one of the key factors of having a good mindset is surrounding yourself with the right people.
Yeah, 100%.
I see it all the time. People ask me they send me DMs all the time, how do you change your mindset? And I just think, first of all, you need to surround yourself with the right people. If you're surrounding yourself with people that are just going to bring you down, you know, they're not positive thinking, they ain't got that growth mindset, they're never going to change themselves. So with yourself, Tom, when you transitioned from like a 9 to 5 to working online full time, how did you adapt your mindset?
Well, for me, it was not so much like moving away from like a normal work environment. Obviously, you've not got the routine of going into the office. You've not got the routine of office politics or anything. You are on your own.
Yeah.
You're in your own little bubble, and there's only one way to get out of that bubble, and that's to reach out to other people. So, fortunately for me, I got changed, and there was a network of people I could go with to, like yourself. We've got Ryan, Reese, and all the others. And I just kind of naturally fell in, and their mindset kind of changed me. And how I approach work. I mean, it's just completely different to a 9 to 5. Like, I'm on the ball constantly. I'm thinking about, what can I do? What can I
always want to level up?
Yeah, these habits weren't there before. Like, when I turned up from my 9 to 5, it'd be, well, I've got this time and I've got to grind, and then at the end of the day, that's it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm on the ball at home, just even if I'm sitting there on the couch, just, you know, doom scrolling, I'm thinking, actually, Brian said that earlier, or Reece said this earlier, what can I do, or how can I build off this and build my own thing and put my own twist on it? It's not like it's like a switch that flips in your brain. I don't know if you find the same thing.
100%. Well, that's what I mean. When you surround yourself with people like that, other people just wired differently.
It is,
you know?
yeah, right. Like,
and I think when you touched on like networking, when you started networking with other people, like it's easier than ever to be able to network with people, especially with like social media and stuff like that. And like you said there, networking with other people that are in the position maybe that you wanted to be in before you started is how you adapt that mindset and be like, oh, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. You know, it's different to what you do on like a daily basis. So yeah, 100% networking is super important. It just changes your mindset as well. Like, you don't come into like a business or create an online business or change your lifestyle straight away like with a flick of a button. You know, it happens gradually. But there's certain points that you need to do to be able to change your mindset, like your habits that you do on a daily basis. You know, if you're constantly coming home from your 9 to 5 or your job and you're sitting on TV, you're draining yourself on hours on social media, scrolling, like, that's not going to help. No. It's not going to help. So I think, you know, changing your daily habits and your routine helps with having a good mindset.
Yeah. I mean, you see it like with normal job. You see people who are like, 5 o'clock, brain switch off. Yeah. I'm done. But it doesn't work like that online. You're like, if you're working, especially if you're working for yourself, right? You're like, I've got this new badge on me, but it's also this new exciting adventurous, like there's a passion behind it which you don't get in a 9 to 5, or you don't see, do you? And I mean, you turn into a 9 to 5 and your other people there are drones and they're like, let's do this, we've got to get through the day. All the people want to talk about is what's happening outside, but you know, if you're working online, it's like, well, this is actually my world and I'm building it and this is where my interest is.
It's having a vision, isn't it? It's having a vision as well. Like, too many people, they think, they see the shiny object, you know, and they want to get results quick, and straight away it's the wrong mindset to have. Like,
exactly,
if you're going to build something for yourself, then you need to understand the vision of it as well. Like, I get all the time, people like, they send me a DM and they'll ask me, like, how long is it going to take to start making money? And I'm like, well, that's the wrong mindset straight away. Like, to be successful or to create wealth online or create thousands online, whatever it is, like, you need to understand that it's going to take time. Like, as long as you get there, that's all that matters. Like, you work in a 9 to 5 and you work in a 9 to 5 for, say, 20, 30 years, and you'll get a pay rise within that time period, which isn't a lot.
No.
But people don't want to put that work effort into building something themselves and see the return of investment a lot more than that. You know, a lot more than that. But it all comes down to having the right mindset, surrounding yourself with the right people, changing your habits and stuff like that. Just understanding business in the whole, I think, and understanding money as well. Understanding money is, you know, key as well. You know, so trading your time for money, you know, traveling to work, like, you're trading time for money. Like, there's a different world out there, Tom. Now, you know, as you know, exactly, you've come into the world and you're doing incredible yourself as well. Like, it's just insane to see yourself doing it as well, Tom. But it's just adapting yourself, isn't it, really, moving forward?
100%. And I've seen that shift in people's minds, like, especially when we go to events. You know, when you see the fresh faces at events and they're like, oh my god, like, it's like they're you could see their brain like shift and that switch going, like, actually there's more there. And the time that I'm using just switching off my brain, not doing anything with, I can actually make use of that time, build something for myself, and that is really nice. That is something to see. It's really special to see.
Events are insane.
I love events.
They're so good, man. Like,
I do.
Just seeing people come from literally having no experience to, like, bringing their products into the events, showcasing the products and how much money they're making from their stores. It's insane to see, and having such a great community of people that are just like-minded as well. Like, you've met so many members now as well. It's insane, isn't it, Tom?
I mean, I like events. Like, for me, when I go, people aren't necessarily there to see me, but it gives me a great opportunity to learn about them, and I love seeing people, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing, what business have you got? Well, then they bring out their products, and I'm like, oh my god, that's something I'd use, that's really good, the brand's amazing. And it's just so nice to see, like, the passion behind the business there. And I feel like we lose that in, you know, if you work like a normal job, you lose that passion. I mean, I've been in jobs where I've been fresh in, and within 6 months, I'm like, oh, there's just no passion there. But like being like working for myself now and working with change as well, completely changed my mindset. I'm like, this is something I'm building.
100%. But it changes your vision and stuff when you're actually building something for yourself. Like, initially, like, you want to be putting more time and effort into it anyway, and, you know, with regards to, like, the mindset, that shifts anyway, because you're focusing on something that you're building for yourself, and not just yourself, like your family. You know, you're building something for your family, and we see a lot of couples as well, don't we, Tom? A lot of couples that work together, and I love seeing that. I love
power couples.
100%.
Coming in with both of them together, it's really good. Great team.
It's insane, man. It's just so good to see, and just having, like, the support as well. Like, we know that 100%. You know, coming into something that you've never done before, if you want to build a business yourself or whatever it is, just having, like, the support around, and that's why we focus so much on, like, the support within our system, and that's why we held, like, you know, UK events, retreats for inner circle members, like, coming away in locations, big massive villas, and networking all day. It's just good vibes, good energy. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Well, that's why I really like the workshop events. Because that's very hands-on.
They're more productive, aren't they?
They're very. But it's also, there's an element of networking there. But there's also, you've got your product, and we're going to take you through how to get your content, you know, for the ultimate goal, which is marketing and selling the product. And I really do like that, because you can see the, like, people's brains, and they're learning and they're training, and they've got all these ideas coming out. those events hold us like a special place in my heart. They really do.
Yeah.
So I know we're holding more this year, which would be exciting. So I'll be looking forward to those.
I know we do them all around the country as well, don't we? Which is good for members. So it's not like just in one location.
Yeah,
or
good for members.
Like
maybe not so good for us, but good for members.
No, travelling hours and hours. But I love it, man, because I get there and it's like it's new members as well. Like we get like existing members that are doing 50k, 100k months and that with us. But then we've got new members that are just getting started, you know, building their business, and they're learning from like the likes of us, yourself, all the other community. It's insane, man. I fucking love it. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
But with regards to sort of like the mindset side of things, so like because I speak to a lot of successful people as well, and they normally have like a lot of people have like a routine and stuff like that with mindset. Like, do you have a routine like every single day to keep that mindset going? Yeah,
I do. So I have like daily deliverables that I've set for myself. Like, Tom, today you must do these, and no matter where I am, what I'm doing, they get met. So it's like there's an element of I have to take responsibility, and I feel like there's a shift from like your workplace. You need to do certain things. If you don't do them, then someone's there going to take the slack off you. But if you're working for yourself, the only person that can take accountability for those deliverables not being met is you. So
100%.
That's the approach I take. That like, and that's shift. That has been a shift for me. Like, I can't hold anyone accountable but myself. And then naturally, I just felt like I've just gone and done it. It's like you certain things you do throughout your life, like you brush your teeth in the morning, you do this, you walk the dog or whatever. It's like that's almost just natural as breathing to me now. Is I meet those deliverables, and it's surprising how much that can like melt over into other things.
Accountability is massive.
It's huge, isn't it?
Accountability is so big. Like, you need to be accountable. Like if you're not getting the results that you want, why are you not getting the results?
Exactly.
Like if you look at other people that are really successful, like what do they do on a daily basis? Are they accountable for themselves? You know? And I use that a lot myself as well. Accountability. Like if I'm not getting results on something, or if I'm not getting results from an online store that I've got, what's the reason? There's no point me blaming other people for it. There's something that I'm doing within the business that isn't getting me the results. So accountability is massive, and that also comes under mindset as well. So many factors that you need to take in with mindset. But I personally think it's simple to adjust your mindset. Like I talk about all the time my stories about surrounding yourself with the right people. Like I think that's one of the key points of changing your mindset, because how do you change your mindset if you're surrounding yourself with people that are constantly going down the pub, they're doing the same routine every single day, Monday to Friday, living for the weekend. Like how do you change your mindset? Surround yourself with people that are in a position you want to be in, and you can eventually change your mindset.
Exactly.
100%, man, and that's why it's so good to have a community like we just touched on, like having a community of people around you to surround yourself, like, because when you come into business sometimes you don't know what you're doing. You come into it and you don't know where to start, or you don't know who to talk to. So when you're around people that are in the position you want to be in, or they've been in that sort of footsteps, you follow someone's footsteps, if you like, to get to that place. But it's insane, man. But mindset is key. We talk about it all the time, man.
But I think there's also something in accountability for your own your competence. So I remember, like, when I first started, my just professional career, right? Like I'd see people, they'd come through and they'd be like, oh, I've not been trained how to do this, so I'm not doing it. But if you're working online for yourself, the only person that you can blame for competence in a certain thing, whether that's marketing or the way your store looks, or I haven't got back to these customer inquiries and I've lost sales because of that, I don't know how to do this, the only person you can hold accountable is yourself. And I think the nice thing about change is that we have so much competency throughout the board, like our experts, the whole team. You've got Reese, Ryan, Tammy at the top, and then you've got all the experts underneath, and they're competent in their own little areas. So why are you not leveraging their competence? Is like when it's there, I think that is a really refreshing thing to see, like for our members. Like you always see them on masterminds, like, I don't know how to do this, and I don't want just someone just to run it for me. I want to learn how to do it myself, and this, I'm thinking long term, how am I going to learn to do this? So it's nice to see the accountability there. Whereas you don't really see that in traditional business anyway. I've not seen it. People say, oh, stick me on a course. Well, courses are great, but you know, you have got your own like accountability to take care of. You know, you've got to learn these things. Take the time outside of work to do it.
Yeah. It's how do you feel about sort of like, I know we spoke about it a little bit at the beginning of this podcast, but transitioning into from like a 9 to 5 to working online, how much freedom does that give you?
Yeah, there's a lot of freedom. I mean, you know me, I'm available quite a lot. I make myself available quite a lot. It's definitely, there's a transition there. Like it's like being able to pick when you're working. I mean, I can work odd times of the day if I need to, like traveling to locations like this as well. Being able to like work from locations like this is unrivaled. I mean, I've traveled for work before, but it's nowhere near the same as this. You know, we don't see the locations that we
plenty of times a year as well.
Yes, yeah.
always away, taking away, and that's the beauty of working online.
Yeah,
you know, you can just take your work away, shut your laptop. Like we're out here now, and like we decided to come here a couple of days ago. Like literally shut the laptop, let's go, let's work in a different location, network, and work with experts here, you know, and just providing more updates to the system.
That's
and
it.
Just networking, but it's insane, man. But Tom, appreciate you jumping on this podcast, talking about mindset and having the freedom and surrounding yourself with the right people. But really appreciate it, Tom. Thanks for
having me, Josh.
You're welcome, man.